Hey everybody, I wanted to help give you a head start on homework 1 by giving you some tips on how to get things set up and just to make sure that you're on the right track with it. I think I've laid everything out in very high detail, so hopefully every question is clear and everything you need to do is clear. Of course, send me questions at any time. But I wanted to show you a couple things to make sure that you got started properly and we're on the right track. And just to say, in general, with this assignment, you're basically going through the whole process of gathering data to sort of making a guess about a model and then running a model, talking about its results, and checking the assumptions. So you're really going through a lot of the full process of how you would carry out a modeling situation and talk about the results. So this is really fundamental and should set you up very well. Everything you need to do this homework, you will mainly get from the material in weeks 3 and weeks 4. A lot of things you can do in R from week 1 and week 2, but content-wise, most of this is from weeks 3 and weeks 4. Great. So the only thing I want to show you through here is just how to get your data set up properly. So we've been working with, in the activities, the housing data for my zip code, 53045. And for this assignment, I want each of you individually to make your own data set that you will use in this homework and that you will also use in homework 2. So I've been having you use my data set just to get comfortable with R and to explore some things, but now I want you to use your own, so each of you will have your own data set. And you're going to get it from Zillow.com. So let me show you how this is going to work. So this is all explained in the instructions, but just to show you exactly how it works, I'm going to have you pick a zip code. And you can pick any zip code you want other than the one we've been using for our activities. You could use your home zip code if it has enough houses. You can use a friend zip code, maybe somewhere you've been looking at moving to in the near future. Any zip code will do that has at least 30 houses in the listings based on the options that I'll show you here. And once you get that zip code and you put it in, which I'll show you in a second, I'm going to have you track manually 5 variables: the price, the number of bedrooms, the number of bathrooms, the square feet, and the age for the house. And I'll show you how we'll do that here. So again, we're going to get our data from Zillow.com. And so for example, let's say I want to pick a different zip code than what I used in the activities. So why don't I put in another Brookfield zip code, 53005, at least another Wisconsin zip code. And I just put this on the front page here, and I say search. And what it does is it gives me a bunch of options on the right here. It gives me a listing of homes. But I want a very specific set of characteristics here. I only want houses for sale by agent. And in order to do that, I have to check some options here. So since I've done this before, my options are already checked, but you need to make sure that only for sale is checked and that only by agent is checked. So if any of these other boxes are checked when you do this, uncheck them. So it should look exactly like this. Any price is fine. Any number of bedrooms is fine. The other important thing is under home type. Again, you might have other options selected here if you haven't looked at this website before. But I only want you to do houses. So just make sure that houses are checked. And then there are no other options I won't care about there. So based on all of that, I've been given a selection of homes. And what I want from here for you to do is to manually in Excel, I will show you this, manually enter in data for price, beds, bathrooms, square feet, and age. And let me show you a little bit what's going on with that. So say for this first house that's listed here, it says, all right. It says from 70,000. That's not clear to me. So what I'll say is, if the data aren't clear from a housing entry, just skip it. So from 70,000 to me is not a clear price. So I would say start with this one here. It's $295,000, 4 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, 1,818 square feet. If there are other characteristics like acreage, lot, or there might be a lot size, just skip that. And we will calculate the age by doing 2016, the current year, minus whenever it was built. Not all of these homes will have a year that they were built. These ones all appear to. So again, if you come across a house listing that has incomplete information, just skip it. Now, ideally, we would take a random sampling of houses, but for our purposes, let's just assume that the way the algorithm gave us this list of houses constitutes or counts as a random sample of houses from this zip code. Great. So here is where the data will actually go. I would like you to open up Excel or something else that lets you save a .csv. And you're literally going to type in, I've got the price, I've got beds, I've got baths, I've got square feet, and I have age. Let me make sure that that's exactly how I have it written. Yep, price, beds, baths, square feet, age. Great. And I'm literally just going to sort of copy and paste here. $295,000 price for this first one, 295,000. And don't do commas here. Just have there no commas for big price sizes. That will mess up R when you upload it. 4 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms. 4, 3. And 1,818 square feet. 18. Again, no commas. Now to do the age, you can do some stuff with formulas in here, and 2016 minus the year it was built. But you can just do something really simple, Google calculator, a hand calculator, whatever you want. I like Google calculator, it's straightforward. 2016 minus, this one was built in 1950, and I get an age of 66. Great. And I want you to do what I just did right there, or if you find a more efficient way, that's fine, for 30, at minimum 30 homes. So, this will take you maybe 10 minutes, so it's a little annoying, but I just want you to get the experience once of entering in some data by hand, just to appreciate how easy and how much data there is out there to analyze already. So just do this then a bunch more times, and so you have an entry of houses, and then literally just do File, Save As. I'll just save it to my desktop, and I need you to save it as a .csv. CSV, comma, delimited, right, like that. And you can say something like homework 1 data. And that's it. Do I want to save it as this format? Yes, I do. Great. And that would basically be it. And there's a .csv file that would be your homework data. And then you will load this file into R in RStudio and do the rest of the homework from there. So that's how you gather your data. That's how you will load it up. Even though I'm having you collect one response variable and then 4 possible explanatory variables, this homework assignment is just focusing on price and size. So our research question is, does a house's size explain its price? So we're just worrying about two variables for now. But you will use beds, baths, and age in homework 2, so I just want you to collect it now. So once all that's done, you can dive into the homework. And again, I'm not going to really talk anything else about it. All the other instructions are here. And once it's all done, I want you to submit your answer to the assignment, submit this document with your answers, with graphs and equations in the equation editor. If you're not comfortable with the equation editor, go look at my other video just on how to very basic do the equations in equation editor. And then send me your data file that you make. I want to be able to check what you do just to make sure that if you run into any problems, I can investigate something. And then hopefully you're all going to make an R script for this in RStudio where you do all the work for this homework 1. So send that with me as well. That should all go in the turn-in link on Moodle when you turn in your homework. There should be a spot to turn in all these things. Great. Well, that's a setup for homework 1. I hope this was helpful, and absolutely send me other questions if things aren't clear to you. So thanks much.